meeting of the Kingsville Independent School District to order. We will have roll call. Jody Ellis. Brian Kufal.
Here.
Martin Chapa.
Here.
David Garcia.
Here.
Joseph Reese.
Here.
Delma Salinas.
Here.
Jacob Perez here. Let the record show that there's a quorum of board members present and that this meeting has been posted in accordance with Governance Code Chapter 551, State of Texas Open Meetings Act. We move to the moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands,
For which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for.
honor the Texas flag, and pledge allegiance to the
I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Before we move on to the agenda, I would like to move item 6J to closed session. We're going to consider and deliberate this agenda item. No action will be taken in closed session. Are there any objections, board? Okay, so we'll be moving item 6J into closed session. Item number 4, public participation. Do we have anyone that wishes to address the board, Ms. Bethlehem?
Yes, sir. Sean Cooper, in reference to health insurance.
Mr. Cooper, just a reminder, it's 3 minutes. Okay, go ahead, sir.
I'm a speech and debate kid. I've been practicing. Good evening, Board President Ruiz, trustees, and Dr. Martinez. My name is Sean Cooper, and I am employed by KISD. I stand before you this evening to share my own personal experience under the new district health insurance plan. I've been living with type 2 diabetes for the past several years. My condition is well managed through the use of a Dexcom continuous glucose monitor, as well as 2 medications. One is metformin, a commonly prescribed medication for type 2 diabetes, and the other is Mounjaro, a GLP-1, which has been a big help in getting my blood sugar as well as my weight under control. Under the previous health insurance plan, I was able to pick up my Dexcom sensors and my medications in person, often same day at my choice of local pharmacy. Under the previous plan, my Dexcom sensors were 100% covered. I could get a 90-day supply of metformin for under $10, and the Mounjaro ran me about $110 for a 4-week supply. Again, I could pick these up often same day from the pharmacy of my choosing. Under the new plan, I have to order my Dexcom sensors to be shipped from Amazon at a cost of about $10 for a month's worth. Not super expensive, but still. Under the new plan, I now pay $10 for a month's supply of metformin. I recently picked up 90 days worth at CVS and was charged $30, which is a significant increase over what I was paying previously. The Mounjaro is where things get interesting. The cost of that has also gone up some, but that's not even the issue here. There is no readily available documentation from either KISD or the prescription plan, I asked, stating where specific medications and supplies can or must be obtained. Because I was first told that by Walmart that per the insurance plan, diabetic supplies must be purchased through Amazon, that's where I first had my Mounjaro prescription sent. After 2 weeks, I was denied. Around that time, I received an email seemingly out of the blue from what looked like a personal Gmail account telling me to order my Mounjaro from a company called Global RX using what looked like a homemade Google form. Now, I won't bore you with the gory details, but it took me several weeks of calls, emails, and an unscheduled in-person trip to my doctor's office to get this straightened out. Global RX is not, per their contact person, a pharmacy, but rather an international pharmaceutical sourcing organization. They do not accept electronic prescriptions like the ones my doctor uses, and they were not set up in my doctor's extensive list of pharmacies. I had to figure all of this out pretty much on my own by trial and error, ending with obtaining a PDF of a screenshot of my prescription from Global RX via my doctor's office. Once I was able to finally set all this up after being off meds for approximately 6 weeks and experiencing spikes and dips in my otherwise well-controlled blood sugar, I went online to order. I entered all the information into the form and put my debit card info in, and the payment was declined. After investigating, I found that my credit union had flagged it as a fraudulent transaction. Once again, I was able to fix this on my own, but the whole process has been fraught with issues from the get-go. And my own experience has been mild compared to what I've heard from other employees. I won't pretend to know all of the factors that were considered when the new plan was approved, but I do know that I missed the old plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Appreciate it. Ms. Beltran, is there anyone else that wants to address the board? Okay, thank you. Okay, let's continue. Item 5A, Fine Arts and Bank Recognition. Mr. Porky Mendez.
Good evening, members of the board, community. This will be pretty quick. These are just accolades of things that we did in the second part of the spring. We do have one individual that we were honored, but we have a bunch of things going on. We have concerts getting ready for auditions, all kinds of things that are going. But I just want to recognize a few things. We did have 3 students submit artwork to the 2026 Congressional Artwork Competition. Wanted to thank Mr. Josh Perkins and Ms. Jennifer Boyer, the art teachers at HMK, and the results will be to come. We've been entertaining the Texas Educational Color Guard Association for probably around 15 years now. Our varsity guard was placed up, as I mentioned, and they ended up being bronze medalists in a division that they had never competed in before. So that was a really huge thing for them in their participation. Our percussionists, they also made it to the state finals. They didn't place in the top 3, but nonetheless, making the finals was a huge accolade. The other thing was that and at some point, I want to make a little packet, a digital package, so we can show you all the pictures of how packed the gymnasium, the entire area was. I mean, it was packed to the gills, both sides. And I know right now, for the sake of shortening this, but at some point I'd like to make some kind of a digital package that maybe send to admin, and then they can forward over to the board members where y'all can actually view all those 18-wheelers, trucks, and the madness of people that were here. So that was a wonderful thing to showcase, our facilities, our school, everything. We had only for the second time in the 15 years that we have had the scholarship from TECA. We have, she's here right now, Elizabeth Lovelady. Come on up. This is only the second person to get a $1,000 scholarship from the Texas Educational Color Guard Association. So that was really awesome. And in that packet, you'll see the pictures. They gave her a plaque. She was in front of the entire congregation. Really, it was a really neat thing for her. Our concert band, we took 4 concert bands to contest at UIL. We took 2 Gillette groups. Our symphonic band received a 1-2-2, a superior and 2 excellent ratings in concert. Our symphonic band also received a 1-2-2 in sight reading, which is 2 excellent and 1 superior rating. Now, symphonic band, those are our babies. Those are the youngest of all of them. So for them to be almost 1 rating away from sweepstakes is absolutely fantastic. Our Gillette Honors Band received straight first division superior ratings in concert and straight first divisions in the sight reading evaluation, giving them the sweepstakes for our honors band at Gillette. The H.M. King High School, our symphonic band received 2 superior ratings and 1 excellent in concert, 2 superior ratings and 1 excellent in sight reading. Doing the math, it still equates to a 1.3, meaning they got 2 superior ratings across and also earned the sweepstakes award. Our honors band took straight first division superior ratings in concert evaluation and straight first division superior ratings in the sight reading evaluation, giving them also the coveted sweepstakes award. So this, as we go through all of these things, our H.M. King High School Marching Band now has 53 years of straight first divisions, superior ratings. Our H.M. King Varsity Honors Band, the premier group of our band program, is at 41 years of straight first division superior ratings. So that's awesome. That is awesome. And we had when everything was done with UIL, we have 13 students that have advanced to the UIL State Sonor Ensemble Contest in San Antonio. So we want to wish them great luck. And again, we introduced a lot of the kids the last time, and right now they're busy practicing for concerts and all kinds of other things that are coming up. So thank y'all for your time. Just wanted to make sure the kids get the recognition of some of the things they did a little after that one board meeting. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Appreciate your hard work with your staff, and also congratulate the students for us as a board, please.
Absolutely, yes, sir. We will.
And also, if I may, Board Vice President and members of the public and the board members, Elizabeth Lovelady is also the salutatorian this year, so we're. And she's the daughter of one of our principals, Miss Lovelady.
Congratulations. Okay, moving on to item 5B, JROTC Leadership Camp Recognition, Colonel James Troya and Sergeant Carlos Camacho.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Martinez, staff of KSID, thank you. March 10th through the 13th, we had 166 RGV cadets throughout South Texas that went to a annual leadership camp. We brought 10 kids up there. And out of 13 schools, 3 of our cadets received outstanding awards. And those awards were on physical training, land navigation, knot tying, confidence course, marksmanship, kayaking, rope bridge, and also rappelling. The 3 cadets that are here is Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Elizabeth Lovelady, was acclaimed the best female cadet of the camp. We call that how do you say that?
Mapache Award.
Or it's a raccoon, or they got her a Daniel Boone cap, all right? And then Cadet Sean Myers recognized the best company commander and for Bravo Company. And then Cadet Dylan Guerrero was the best male cadet of the leadership camp. That's the Recondo. So,
Okay, I'll leave for you, buddy. Are you for?
thank you.
Congratulations. Item 5C, recognition 3-year Army JROTC scholarship. Again, Colonel James Troya and Sergeant Carlos Camacho.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Martinez. Lieutenant Colonel Elizabeth Lovelady was offered a 3-year Army JROTC scholarship. Out of Cadet Command has a national scholarship. About 5,000 cadets throughout the United States compete for these scholarships. And she went into the 2nd round. She didn't get picked, so it went to the 3rd round. And she got picked for the 3rd round to get a 3-year scholarship at UTSA. So she has to go her freshman year there, and she has to matriculate her freshman year. And I believe she's going to get a presidential scholarship to cover her freshman year. Then she'll get her scholarship for sophomore, junior and her senior year. And it's well-deserved. She's been on top of it. She's exceeded expectations, and I'm proud of her. Sergeant Camacho and I are. And also Ms. Winslow. And she has her mother here.
Congratulations. Thank you. Colonel Troy, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have to wait for the superintendent to get up. Yeah. Item 5D, Superintendent's Update, Dr. Luz Martinez.
Good evening, Board President, Board Vice President, members of the board, and members of the public. Thank you for being with us here today, and congratulations to our students for all their achievements. We're very, very proud of you. It goes without saying that we are trying to build a well-rounded student, right? And so when we see students perform at these high levels, to include last week when we recognized members of the band and different organizations, it gives us great pride that we're on the right track and we're doing right things by kids. So we're really, really happy about that. And needless to say, as you know, we have challenges in the academic area. I'm happy to say that as we are taking STAR testing, we are almost 100% participation at the elementary levels, which is amazing, meaning that all the kids at the elementary level have tested. I think we're missing one or two perhaps. So that's quite an accomplishment. And then at the secondary level, we have less than 11 students that are still testing. So they are coming. We thank the parents, we thank the students for helping us and doing their part in helping our district move forward. Needless to say, we thank the teachers and the administrators who make this possible. And I would like to especially single out all the testing coordinators at the different campuses. Assistant principals have other duties as assigned, so they're also the testing coordinators, and especially Ms. Williams, who's our district testing coordinator and has done a magnificent job coordinating all this testing to ensure that everything goes smoothly. And she knows I lose sleep about it. So thank you, Ms. Williams, and everybody for making this possible. Just a few reminders for our students at the high school level. We have prom this coming Saturday, so we look forward to seeing you all dressed up and having fun over there. We have also a lot of activities coming up in the month of May where we celebrate students and the achievements that of the school year, while at the same time we continue with high quality instruction until the very last day. That is the expectation, and we want to see that continuing in the classrooms. Because we have no time to waste and we need to maximize our time with the students. Just as a point of information for the public, we remind parents that next school year, as it has been approved by the board, we will be closing Harold and Perez. We are planning to have special closing ceremonies at both campuses, and we will put that information out there. We would like to see everyone participating on that. Well, at the same time, I remind parents that next year, students in pre-K through second grade will be attending Clayburg Elementary, and students in grades 3 to 5 will be attending Harvey Elementary. This year, school, or next school year, I should say, school starts on Monday, the 24th of August. It starts a little later than normal. So please, parents, make plans for that because we do not begin as early as we had in the past. And we will keep you informed on the open houses that we will have of all the campuses so that you can come and visit the campuses and the students and the parents familiarize themselves with the new changes and the teachers and et cetera. So that is my report for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Martinez. Item 5E, Kingsville ISD budget calendar for 2026-2027. Dr. Peter Pitts.
Thank you, Mr. Pettis, Dr. Martinez, members of the board. We are moving into the budget season, which some people think is the most wonderful time of the year. I think that right now we have it laid out where the salaries come first before anything else. You see tonight where we are on April the 21st. On May the 1st, we have our preliminary property values. I have found in the past that is very inaccurate to what we will end up with as our final values. So it's really not much new information. Not only that, when we get our final values, then we still have to go ahead and do the property value protest. So we will get a little bit of information there, but it will not help us get our final revenue projections. If you look at the next workshop that we're planning to have on May the 5th, we'll take a look at our fund balances, see where we are as far as our fund balances before moving into what large expenditures we have next year. We will talk about our debt service, where we are with all of our bond repayments. And then the first part of the budget process is really going to be employee compensation and stipends. We all know that that is about 80% of our budget, and that will determine how much money we really have left for all of our other expenditures. We plan to bring that for approval on May the 19th. Then again, we will have at least set what 80% of our expenditures will be in the budget, and at the same time, for hiring new employees that are coming into the district, we will already have a salary schedule and hopefully at least the academic stipends by that time as well. Then once the school district ends, then we can work with principals and departments on setting their budgets and seeing what their needs are for the next year. Again, all of this is done with not only central leadership under the guidance of the superintendent, but also with the departments and the principals whose budgets we are affecting. On the 2nd, that is when we will talk again about all of our other expenditures and about our tax rate as well. In August, we not only set the budget, but we set the tax rate as well. And a lot of that is determined by the property values that we get, and then the maximum compressed tax rate from the state. Then you see on the 21st, we have 3 budget items that are required. We have to set the date in an actual board meeting. We have to set and have a record vote on the date for the public hearing. We have to talk about current property year values. That is a financial integrity rating system of Texas indicator, and we will talk about the defeasance as well. Could you scroll up a little bit, please? So if you look at the let's look at August the 4th. If you look at the light blue and red, those are all board meetings. We're planning to review the proposed budget and tax rate on August the 4th. Now, the reason why it's so late is because of the revenue side, the side that has the property values that we will not get until basically August the 1st. And also then the maximum compressed rate from the state. That's pushing it pretty close. I will probably have to have an 11th hour email once I get those values from the can't think of the word right now. Once I get the values from the county appraisal district, and then I will email the proposed budget to the board. We will discuss it on August the 4th, make any changes. And then finally, we have a choice on August the 25th. That is when, because of timelines, we won't be able to approve it before then. That's when we will either have a separate budget meeting just for that, or that's when the actual monthly board meeting will be. And finally, then we'll post the budget on the district website. Questions?
Oh, thank you, Dr. Pitts.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and stay there because you have the next item. 5F Budget Recap Report, check register for February 2026. Dr. Pitts.
Thank you, Mr. Pettis. There's only 2 items I want to talk about, and both of them we have long-term contracts for. If you look at Direct Energy Business Services, right now we have a guaranteed set rate just over 4 cents a kilowatt hour, and we have that rate set in till the year 2033. So we are not in any danger. We are not at the mercy of the markets as far as our electricity bills. Basically, it is what is our usage. And then we've talked about this before. If you look at Mansfield Oil, that's for 3 months. We are locked in right now at $2.20 a gallon for regular gas and at $2.41 for diesel. But once the middle of July comes, our contract will end. Our contract isn't ended by a certain date. We purchase a certain amount of regular gallons of fuel, about 19,000 gallons of regular full fuel and about 18,000 gallons of diesel. And as soon as that contract runs out, then we will be subject to rack rates, which is wholesale rates, which are quite a bit higher right now. Normally this time of year, this is when we're renegotiating. It's through a TASB co-op, and we are renegotiating how many gallons we want to purchase for the next year. Because if we commit before the year is started that at a certain volume of gallons for both diesel and for unleaded, then we can go ahead and get a very good rate for the full year. But the problem is the prices are so high right now that is putting this process on hold. We are waiting, at least TASB is waiting with the co-op for fuel to come down a little bit before inviting districts to submit their orders for the following year. So right now, if gas prices don't come down, then there is a possibility that in July we will be subject to higher rates for gasoline. I'll take any questions the board has.
And that's all through that Mansfield, right?
Well, Mansfield is the one who won the bid through TASB last year. So every year TASB submits the number of gallons of regular and of diesel from all the districts that are in the co-op, and they get bids from different vendors. And the one that won it last year was Mansfield Oil.
Is there a window in which you either have to commit or not commit, or can we go month to month, hoping that eventually the price will come down and then lock in for some period of time?
Yes, that's the plan. We will probably go month through month, pay wholesale prices until TASB is able to, if they cannot get a rate that is quite a bit less than wholesale, then they're not going to submit the fuel pool. So right now, unfortunately, we will go month to month, but it could be that, let's say, oil prices come down in August, that's when they invite all districts to submit, and maybe October is when it kicks in this year, when normally it'll kick in the summer, but this is a very unusual year.
Any other questions on the board? Thank you, Dr. Pitts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're moving to item number 6, new business. Item 6A, by common consent, the board agrees to consider as one action item the following approval of meeting minutes of February 3rd, 17th, and March 25th, and April 9th, 2026. Are there any questions? Okay, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda? Mr. Mireles? Second?
On the paper agenda, it says it also includes April the 9th. However, on the agenda, on our laptop, it was scratched out. So this get rid of it. Okay, then I'll second.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Okay.
Question before we vote. Those minutes aren't in here, in our packet. We only have the minutes from February the 3rd.
We have February the 17th. There they are.
What page?
I believe, Ms. Bettis? It's there? Okay. So all the minutes are there. Okay.
For those 2 dates, let me see April. You see it? They're right behind each other.
Okay.
They're right behind.
Was there a
each other.
second one sent? Because I have page 17 and 18 that are February 3rd, and then my next page 19 goes on to the next action item, which is travel. Okay, there's a separate email today. Okay.
Board, I'm sorry, my agenda has April 9th crossed out.
April 9th wasn't completed.
I'm sorry,
April 9th was not completed.
April 9th wasn't completed. Okay, April 9th wasn't completed.
So,
Till,
but on this agenda, it doesn't. But then Sylvia sent us one today.
April 9th is crossed out on what she sent us today.
I was just told that they were not completed, Mr. Reese. They'll probably be on the next, agenda, the next board meeting.
So do we need to restate the motion to exclude April 9th?
Mr. Maddox?
Yes, Mr. President, we can either amend our motion, approve those minutes when completed, or take no action on the minutes that are not currently included. So one of the three would suffice.
I guess we can just go ahead and go approving the minutes when they're completed at the next board meeting.
So it'd likely be a motion to approve the minutes before the board today.
Okay.
Joe made the motion, so if you're amenable to that.
You're, okay.
So we want to have the
Present.
Okay.
Can we approve that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's look at item 6B. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me give you a disclaimer. This is my second time doing this, so please be patient. And I have the gentleman that's an expert right next to me. Okay, I'm sorry. Roll call vote. Joe Mireles?
Yes.
Brian Kufal?
Yes.
Martin Chapa?
Yes.
David Garcia?
Yes.
Jacob Perez, yes. Delma Salinas?
Yes.
And Joseph Reese.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries 7-0. Thank you, Mr. Kufal. Okay, item 6B, discussion and possible action regarding out-of-state travel, JRTC, Colonel Troya and Sergeant Camacho.
Good evening, board, Dr. Martinez, and KICD staff. HM King Army JROTC requests approval of having to travel to Orlando, Florida to attend Universal Studios and the Kennedy Space Center from May 25th through the 30th, 2026. They will stay at Orange Lake Resorts in Kissimmee, Florida. This is their annual end-of-year trip event. And all our 90 cadets competed for this trip. And we have a criteria, they have to, their attendance, their grades, they had to go to so many parades, so many livestock show events, and we have 10 that completed that mission. Now, we have to wait till the May 8th to consolidate all of their attendance requirements to make sure that they met those requirements. This is self-funded by our student activity account. I'm utilizing my timeshare points to offset the lodging at Orange Lake Resorts. We're saving about $3,000 on that. So I would like to have an approval from the board to attend this for our kids.
Any questions from the board, comments? Okay.
I have a question. Colonel Troy, last year went to DC, that was paid by
Cadet
National. by
Cadet
Command. This one is,
Student activity account. We got funds this year from our student activity account to pay for this trip, and it's gonna be approximately $6,800, which we have in our account.
yeah, that was y'all's personal account from Hollywood, from Halloween,
Yeah,
so on and so forth, your
Halloween.
fundraising.
The livestock show, and those were donated, and also parking from the university during the football games.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Is there a motion to approve the out-of-state travel
So moved.
for JRTC? Moved by Mr. Chapa. Second by Mr. Garcia. Roll call vote, Joe Mireles, Brian Kufal,
Yes.
Martin Chapa,
Yes.
David Garcia,
Yes.
Jacob Pettis, yes, Delma Salinas,
Yes.
and Joseph Reese.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Okay, next item, 6C. Sorry about that. Okay. I just wanted to entertain you all for a little bit, because I see some eyes closing over there. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let me try. We on 6C, discussion and possible action regarding the school nurses recognition week proclamation. Ms. Ada Nava.
Good evening, Board President Reese, Vice President Bettis, Dr. Martinez, board members, and community members. Coming to you today with the School Nurses Recognition Week proclamation. The week of May 6th through the 12th, 2026 is designated as School Nurses Recognition Week. Administration recommends that the Board of Trustees approve the proclamation recognizing and honoring our nurses the week of May 6th through 12th, 2026. School Nurses Recognition Week, May 6th through the 12th, 2026, whereas school nurses strengthen and facilitate the educational process by improving and protecting the health status of children and youth. And whereas school nurses work diligently in the school environment, serving not only our youth, but also their community in providing a variety of valuable school health services. And whereas in addition to their caregiving duties, school nurses must also demonstrate clinical expertise using sophisticated medical equipment and performing specialized procedures. In their efforts to meet student health needs, school nurses serve as a vital link between parents, teachers, and administrators. And whereas the major focus of school nursing services in the prevention of illness and disability and the early detection and correction of health problems within the school and community. And whereas all citizens recognize the contributions school nurses make to the health of our children that allows them to reach their full potential. And therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Kingsville Independent School District hereby proclaim the week of May 6th through the 12th, 2026 as School Nurse Recognition Week.
Any questions, comments? Okay, thank you, Ms. Allen. Is there a motion to approve School Nurses Recognition Week proclamation?
So moved.
Mr. Garcia? Ms. Salinas, second. Roll call vote, Johnny Velez?
Yes.
Brian Kufal?
Yes.
Martin Chapa?
Yes.
David Garcia?
Yes.
Jacob Perez, yes. Delma Salinas?
Yes.
And Joseph Reese.
Yes.
The motion carries 7-0. Item 6D, discussion and possible action regarding the National Speech Therapist Week proclamation. Mrs. Gloria Hamel Garcia.
Good evening, Board President, Board Vice President, Dr. Martinez, members of the board, audience, and community listening in this evening. Communication is at the heart of everything that we do, and our speech language pathologists and speech language pathologist assistants help give our students a voice. Through their dedication, patience, and expertise, they help our students to connect, learn, and thrive each day. So this evening, it's an honor to recognize and celebrate them during National Speech Therapist Week. This evening, administration recommends that the Board of Trustees approve the National Speech Therapist Week proclamation and proclaim the week of May 4th through 8th, 2026 as Speech Therapist Week. Whereas speech language pathologists, often informally known as speech therapists, are professionals educated in the study of human communication, its development, and its disorders. Whereas they treat clients with a wide variety of speech and language problems, ranging from those caused by birth defects to others resulting from stroke in older patients. Whereas these highly skilled professionals assess, diagnose, and treat people with communication disorder or difficulties in a wide variety of settings, among them clinics, hospitals, schools, and nursing homes. Whereas patients who have successful therapy may see individual improvements in different areas, including improvements in speech, language fluency, voice, and swallowing difficulties. Whereas to highlight the importance of the services provided by speech therapists, a week in May has been designated for an awareness campaign. Whereas at this time, therefore, I encourage all Texans to recognize the essential role of speech therapists and the important contributions they provide. Together, they work to make a positive difference in the Lone Star State. Whereas Greg Abbott, Governor of Texas, has proclaimed statewide recognition of therapists, and therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Kingsville Independent School District hereby proclaim the week of May 4th through the 8th, 2026 as National Speech Therapist Week. I would like to call up our speech therapists that are here with us this evening. We have two that weren't able to make it this evening, Brenda Lopez and Tina Hessler, but I still wanted to recognize them. We have here this evening Roxanne Benitez, Kimberly Coronado, and Deborah Garza.
Okay.
I always get somebody. Always get a school board member sit in there. Then I have to take all out. Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Is there a motion to approve National Speech Therapist Week proclamation? Moved by Ms. Salinas, second by Mr. Chapa. Roll call vote. Joe Mireles, Brian Kufal,
Yes.
Martin Chapa, David Garcia,
Yes.
Jacob Perez, yes. Delma Salinas,
Yes.
Joseph Reese.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Okay, item 6E, discussion and possible action regarding the Teacher Appreciation Week proclamation. Dr. Joseph Welch.
Good evening, Board Vice President Perez, President Ruiz, and Superintendent Martinez. I'm here today to give you some background on the Teacher Appreciation Week for May 4th through the 8th, 2026. The following proclamation is being presented for the board. Items addressed, Teacher Appreciation Week proclamation. Recommended action, the administration recommends that the Board of Trustees approve the Teacher Appreciation Week proclamation and proclaim the week of May 4th through the 8th, 2026 as Teacher Appreciation Week. Whereas teachers serve in the partnership with the parents of our community's children, and whereas teachers strive to instruct students to read and with comprehension. Excuse me, new glasses, I'm sorry, let me take these off. I'm trying to get adjusted to progressive glasses, and it's not working well for me. Let me start over. Whereas teachers serve in partnership with the parents of our community's children, and whereas teachers strive to instruct students to read with comprehension, write with skill, and communicate effectively and responsibly in a variety of ways and settings, and whereas teachers teach our community's children to know and apply their core concept and principles of mathematics, social, physical, and life sciences, civics and history, geography, arts, health, and fitness, and whereas teachers inspire students to think analytically, logically, creatively, and to integrate experience and knowledge to form reasonable judgments and solve problems. And whereas teachers help our students understand the importance of work and how performance, effort, and decision directly affects the career and educational opportunities. And whereas we support our teachers in their mission to educate the children of our community. Now, therefore be it resolved that the Kingsville Independent School District Board of Trustees designate the week of May 4th through the 8th, 2026 as Teacher Appreciation Week. In addition, be it further resolved that the Kingsville Independent School District calls on the community to join with us in thanking and recognizing teachers for their dedication and devotion to their work.
Thank you. Any questions, comments? Is there a motion to approve Teacher Appreciation Week proclamation? Moved by Ms. Salinas. Second by Mr. Mireles. Roll call vote. Joe Mireles.
Yes.
Brian Kufal.
Yes.
Martin Chapa.
Yes.
David Garcia.
Yes.
Jacob Perez, yes. Delma Salinas.
Yes.
And Joseph Reese.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Okay, item 6F, discussion and possible action regarding the certification of provision of instructional materials, survey 2026-2027, Mrs. Jennifer Flowers.
Good evening, President Ruiz, Vice President Perez, Dr. Martinez, members of the board. Tonight we will review the certification of provision of instructional materials for school year 2026-2027. This is an annual certification requirement for all districts in Texas During this process, we certify that our students have access to instructional materials aligned to the Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills, or TEKS, and physical education is excluded from this requirement under state law. So we'll go over our instructional materials. During the certification process, we complete a pre-work form, which is what you have available in your board packet. It's designed to guide our responses in our official survey to TEA. It's going to review all the instructional materials our students have access to. Once it is completed and approved, then we can go ahead and go and move forward. Oops, sorry, I forgot. We can go ahead with our survey, and then that's our official response to TEA. This is also our certification that we are in compliance with all of the laws, protecting our students with what they have access to on a regular basis. This is our elementary chart we put together. In your packets, you do have access to every single grade level and every single material. We try to condense it a little bit. So for our RLA, K through 5, we are going to be using Bluebonnet, and that is something we've already went over and approved. K through 5 math, we are also going to be continuing to use our Bluebonnet. K through 5 science, continuing to use HMH, and then K through 5 social studies, continuing to use Savas. At the middle school level in RLA, we're going to continue to use our McGraw-Hill Study Sync. 6 through 8 math, we're going to be using Bluebonnet math. 6 through 8 science, continuing to use Savas, and 6 through 8 social studies, continuing to use Savas. At the high school for RLA, we are going to continue to use McGraw-Hill Study Sync. For 9 through 12 math, we are going to use Bluebonnet and McGraw-Hill just for pre-cal. Bluebonnet does not go all the way up to pre-calculus. 9 through 12 science, we're going to continue to use McGraw-Hill, and 9 through 12 social studies, it's HMH, Holt McDougall, and that's a continuation from this year as well. Our supplemental materials for 26, 27, and K through 8 RLA, we're going to be using our Amplified Boost. We do use that in K through 5 right now. K through 5 math, we are going to be using Zern and Math Catalyst, and that's something we can use with our blended learning grant. And 6 through 12 core subjects, we're going to be using Imagine Learning Edgenuity, and that supports courses that we have at CARE Academy and DAP. Any questions from the board?
Yes, can you go into the whoever wants to answer, the thought process of every single one of these? Was there any discussion about maybe something that came into second place that y'all were thinking about? Or I was just curious about how you came to staying.
So with the main, so math and reading was always our main focus. With the math and reading, we went with the EMRA cycle, the EMRA approved. They're 100% TEKS aligned, and they got 100% score from TEA. So for math and RLA, the Bluebonnet curriculum that we are going to be using got that 100% from TEA. As far as the science and social studies curriculum that we use, they are part of that SBOE approved curriculum for our students. So everything that we have has been approved by either the EMRA cycle for math and reading or for the SBOE cycles that they have.
Can you spell out what SBOE and science?
Sorry. The EMRA cycle is the Instructional Materials Review Allotment, and they review everything yearly. And then the SBOE is that State Board of Education, and they review and let us know what is acceptable for use and what is no longer acceptable for use. So everything that we are using is acceptable for use across the board. Yes, sir.
Any other questions? Thank you, Ms. Flores.
Thank you.
Is there a motion to approve the certification of provision of instructional material survey 2026-2027?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Salinas. Second by Mr. Kufal. Roll call vote, Joe Mireles.
Yes.
Brian Kufal.
Yes.
Martin Chapa.
Yes.
David Garcia.
Yes.
Jacob Perez, yes. Thelma Salinas. and Joseph Reese.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Okay, item 6G, discussion and possible action regarding the clinical experience affiliation memorandum of understanding between Texas A&M University, Kingsville, and Kingsville ISD. Ms. Ada Nava.
Good evening, Board President Reese, Vice President Bettis, Dr. Martinez, board members, and community. This evening, I am coming to you to discuss the clinical experience affiliation agreement between the university here in Kingsville, Tamuc, Texas A&M University, and this is an affiliation between their nursing program and our clinical staff. I'm pretty sure you're very familiar with our student teachers and our clinical teachers coming into the campus. This is a very similar agreement for the students at Tamuc that are in the nursing program. They will be coming into our clinics to observe, to get hours, to also collaborate with our LVNs or RNs so that they're in their whatever area they're in their program, they are also receiving that kind of support with our district. And so this agreement lasts for 4 years till September 2030. And we will just be providing the facility, and of course, we would still follow all the protocols with regards to them having the criminal background checks and all that. We'll be going through HR and the university as well. And the recommendation is that administration recommends that the Board of Trustees approve the clinical experience affiliation until September 30th, 2030. I can take any questions.
When is the first cohort of nursing students beginning?
This school year, the 26-27.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you, Ms. Nava. Is there a motion to approve the clinical experience affiliation memorandum of understanding Texas A&M University, Kingsville, and Kingsville ISD? So moved by Ms. Salinas. Mr. Garcia? Mr. Garcia, second. Roll call vote. Joe Mireles?
Yes.
Brian Kufal?
Yes.
Martin Chapa?
Yes.
David Garcia?
Yes.
Jacob Perez, yes. Delma Salinas?
Yes.
And Joseph Reese.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Next item, 6H, discussion and possible action regarding the designated non-business days / Texas Public Information Act. Ms. Ada Nava.
Good evening again, everyone. This is the Texas legislature passed the HB 3033 in June of 2023, amending the Texas Public Information Act. This new statute clarified the term business days and significantly impacts how governmental entities calculate response deadlines for public information requests. Under the PIA, a governmental body is required to promptly respond to public information requests within 10 business days. If it cannot meet this 10 business day deadline, it must inform the requester in writing. Additionally, if the entity believes information is confidential, it must request a ruling from the Texas Attorney General within 10 business days. Prior to HB 3033, the term business day was not explicitly defined, but the Texas Attorney General consistently ruled that any day when a governmental body was closed or operated with limited staff was not considered a business day. Under the Public Information Act, Section 552.0031, effective September 1st, 2023, it provided a statutory definition for business days under the PIA, overturning the previous interpretation. So consequently, government entities can no longer count closures as non-business days. So we have to designate, we are allowed to designate up to 10 days. And now that we have approved the calendar for the following school year, the 10 business days that we are putting up for vote this evening would be June 29th, 2026, June 30th, 2026, July 1st, 2026, November 23rd, 2026, November 24th, 2026, November 25th, 2026, December 21st, 2026, December 22nd, 2026, December 23rd, 2026, December 28th, 2026. And these days correlate with dates that we're off, and so that we can, if we do get a request within that time, we're still able to meet that 10-day deadline. So the recommendation from the administration is that the Board of Trustees approve the 10 non-business days as approved for the 2026 calendar year. I can take any questions.
Thank you, Ms. Nahman, appreciate it. Okay, is there a motion to approve the designated non-business days Texas Information Act? So moved. Moved by Mr. Kufal.
Second.
Second by Mr. Garcia. Roll call vote. Joe Mireles.
Yes.
Ryan Kufal.
Yes.
Martin Chapa.
Yes.
David Garcia.
Yes.
Jacob Perez, yes. Delma Salinas.
Yes.
And Joseph Reese.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Next item, 6I, discussion and possible action regarding purchases over $50,000. Dr. Peter Pitts.
Thank you, Mr. Pettis. We have 3 purchases over $50,000. The first 2 are with E-Rate. E-Rate is we pay a portion and then E-Rate pays the remainder of that. There are 2 services and we went out for bids for each of these services, and the winning bid for the firewall for 5 years was $127,990. We've almost paid $80,000 on our own for 1 year. This is the first year where we're getting some E-Rate. Finally, this qualifies for E-Rate now, so we are able to get a good deal by, again, 5 years up front, which again, before that would cost us about $400,000. The district is only on the hook for the $127,000. The second one, licensing equipment and cabling. Again, the bid was won by a different vendor, Great South Texas. And again, usually in that category too, we pay 15% and E-Rate pays 85%. The last vendor there, Romeo Munguia, he is currently providing services to our students, evaluations and counseling services right now. He is at $46,000. So in order to continue services that are needed for our students, both evaluations and services, it does require board approval. It is estimated that not an additional $74,000, but the total at the end of the year, all the way through August 31st, that's the estimate that it will be for this provider. I'll take any questions here.
Dr. Pitts, I'd like to hear from Dr. Garcia. Is everything looking good there with us? Is what's needed for our technology department?
Good evening, members of the board. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm really short, so now I have to pull this up. Yes, so we spent a lot of time and effort on looking at all the bids, sending that information out and researching what was best for the district. And like Dr. Pitts mentioned, we decided to ask for a 1 year, 3 year, and a 5 year bid for these licenses. And the 5 years seemed to be the most cost effective for the district in the long run. And so considering where we are in our budget, we wanted to be mindful of those things. Additionally, I did want to point out that the second item, it also allows us for cabling and things for Claybird, which is going to be much needed. So we get to save some money by using our E-Rate funds to make sure that that is wired properly and we have the correct equipment. So we're able to include the school improvement plan within the E-Rate process. So yes, we took some time and we had some help with some of the vendors and ideas and what would be best for the district.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We just like to keep Dr. Pitts on his toes over
Any other questions? Is there a motion to approve purchases over $50,000?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Garcia,
Second.
second by Ms. Salinas. Roll call vote. Joe Mireles.
Yes.
Ryan Kufal.
Yes.
Martin Chapa.
Yes.
David Garcia.
Yes.
Jacob Perez, yes. Delma Salinas. and Joseph Reese.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Okay, bear with me on this one, okay? The board will enter into closed session in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code 551.071 and 551.074 to deliberate and consider the following. Item 6J, discussion. I'm sorry. Yeah, discussion on the proposed CASD recommendation for position eliminations, creations, and redesigns. Item 7A, consider and deliberate regarding the resignation/retirement of contract administrators. 7B, consider and deliberate regarding the resignation/retirement of contract employees. This is information only. 7C, consider and deliberate regarding the proposed non-renewal of probationary term, dual, and non-certified professional contracts of teachers for 2026-2027. 7D, consider and deliberate regarding the one-year renewal of probationary term and non-certified professional contracts of teachers for 2026-2027. 7E, consider and deliberate regarding the proposed non-renewal of term professional and non-certified professional contracts for positions of principals, directors, coordinators, assistant superintendent, CFO, and executive directors for the 26-27 school year. 7F, consider and deliberate regarding the one-year renewal of term professional and non-certified professional contracts for positions of principal, directors, coordinators, assistant superintendents, CFO, and executive director for the 2027 school year. And 7G, discussion with legal counsel regarding legal and personnel matters. No action will be taken until we turn to open session. We are entering closed session at 6:37. be discussed in open session and upon which action may be taken. We are returning to open session at 8:43. Okay, item 6J. Discussion and possible action regarding the proposed CAG recommendations for position eliminations, creations, and redesigns. Are there any questions or concerns? Okay. Is there a motion to approve the proposed CAG recommendations for position eliminations, creations, and redesigns?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Garcia,
Second.
second, Ms. Salinas. Roll call vote, Joe Mireles,
Yes.
Brian Kufal,
Yes.
Martin Chapa,
Yes.
David Garcia,
Yes.
Jacob Perez, yes, Delma Salinas.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0. Okay. Item 8A. Discussion and possible action regarding the resignation/retirement of contract administrators. Is there a motion to approve the resignations and retirement of contract administrators?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Salinas. Second by Mr. Mireles. Roll call vote, Joe Mireles,
Yes.
Brian Kufal,
Yes.
Martin Chapa,
Yes.
David Garcia,
Yes.
Jacob Perez, yes. Delma Salinas,
Yes.
Joseph Reese. Oh, I'm sorry, Joseph's not here with us anymore. 6-0. 8B, discussion possible action regarding the resignations, retirement of contract employees. This was information only and no action is needed. 8C, discussion and possible action regarding the non-renewal of probationary, term, dual, and non-certified professional contracts of teachers for the 2026-2027 school year. Is there a motion to approve the proposed non-renewal of probationary, term, dual, and non-certified professional contracts of teachers for the 2026-2027 school year?
I don't think we have any, do we?
If no teachers board, we can just take no action on that item.
Discussion and possible action regarding the proposed non-renewal of probationary, term, dual, and non-certified professional contracts for 2026-2027 school year of teachers.
We don't. Oh, do we have to?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Right, correct, legal counsel?
My understanding is that 8E would cover the item as discussed in closed session. Is that the question on the table?
No, 8C, the teacher
Yes, and Charlie.
the teacher contracts, non-renewals.
This had to do with the
If
District of Innovation teachers.
yes, it's my recommendation we take action on this the same way we take action on 8E.
Yes.
So, Mr. President, I advise you ask if there's a recommendation from your administration.
Is there a recommendation from the administration?
The administration recommends that the board considers approving non-renewal of probationary, term, dual, and non-certified professional contracts of teachers for the 26-27 school year as presented in closed session.
Sorry, Dr. Martinez, was that the proposed non-renewal? I believe the
Yes.
language is, yes, ma'am, okay. Just to clarify the record.
Yes, sir. Should I repeat it again for the record?
Yes, please.
Okay, so the administration recommends to the board to consider the proposed non-renewal of probationary term, dual, and non-certified professional contracts of teachers for the 26-27 school year as presented in closed session.
You've heard the recommendation of administration. Is there a motion?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, in light of the superintendent's recommendation for this proposed non-renewal, I move that the Board of Trustees propose the non-renewal of the Chapter 1 term contracts of the employees identified on the superintendent's recommended list for the 2026-2027 contract year, based on reasons permitted by Texas Education Code Chapter 21 and District Policy DF Series, including but not limited to program change, reorganization, or performance, and that the board authorize the superintendent to issue timely written notice and proceed with all the required statutory procedures.
Is there a second? Second by Ms. Salinas. Roll call vote, Joe Medelis.
Yes.
Brian Kufal.
Yes.
Martin Chapa.
Yes.
David Garcia.
Yes.
Jacob Pettis, yes. Delma Salinas.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0. Item 8D, discussion and possible action regarding 1-year renewal of probationary term and non-certified professional contracts of teachers for the 2026-2027 school year.
Again, the administration recommends that the board considers taking action regarding the proposed non-renewal of term, the administration recommends that the board considers taking action regarding 1-year renewal of probationary term and non-certified professional contracts of teachers for the 26-27 school year as discussed in closed session.
You've heard the recommendation from administration. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Kufal. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Garcia or Chapa? I'm sorry, Mr. Chapa. Roll call vote, Joe Medelis.
Yes.
Brian Kufal.
Yes.
Martin Chapa.
Yes.
David Garcia.
Yes.
Jacob Pettis, yes. Delma Salinas.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0. Discussion and possible action regarding the proposed non-renewal of term professional and non-certified professional contracts for positions of principals, directors, coordinators, assistant supes, or superintendent, CFO, and executive directors for the 2026-2027 school year.
Yes, again, the administration recommends that the board considers taking action regarding the proposed non-renewal of term professional and non-certified professional contracts for the position of CARE DAP administration as presented in closed session.
You heard the recommendation of administration. Is there a motion to approve?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, in light of the superintendent's recommendation for proposed non-renewal, I move that the Board of Trustees propose the non-renewal of the term contract for the CARE Administrator, DAEP, identified by the superintendent on her recommended list for the 2026-2027 contract year, based on reasons permitted by the Texas Education Code, Chapter 21, and District Policy DF Series, including but not limited to program change, reorganization, or performance, and the board authorize the superintendent to issue timely written notice and proceed with all required statutory procedures.
You heard the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Chapa. Roll call vote, Joe Medelis.
Yes.
Brian Kufal.
Yes.
Martin Chapa.
Yes.
David Garcia.
Yes.
Jacob Pettis, yes. Delma Salinas.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0. Discussion and possible action regarding the one-year renewal of term professional and non-certified professional contracts for positions of principals, directors, coordinators, assistant superintendent, CFO, and executive directors for the 2026-2027 school year.
The administration recommends that the board considers taking action regarding the one-year renewal of term professional and non-certified professional contracts for positions of principals, directors, coordinators, assistant superintendent, CFO, and executive directors for the 2026-2027 school year as presented in closed session.
You've heard the recommendation of the administration. Is there a motion to approve?
Mr. Chairman, I propose that we extend and offer one-year renewals of the contracts as outlined by the superintendent in closed session.
Motion by Mr. Kufal. A second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Garcia. Roll call vote. Joey Ellis.
Yes.
Brian Kufal.
Yes.
Nathaniel Chapa.
Yes.
David Garcia.
Yes.
Jacob Perez, yes. Delma Salinas.
Yes.
Joseph Reed. I'm sorry. Motion carries 6-0. There being no further action, do I hear a motion to adjourn? We are adjourning the regular meeting at 8:55.
Have a good night, board. Thank you. Good night, Dr. Martinez.